Hello, are you listening? Hello, are you listening? Hello, am I audible? Hello, hello, hello. Hello, am I audible now? हेलो हेलो हेलो। आवाज आ रही? हेलो हेलो
मन ना लगे आदमी को, फिर मुंह बिना फुलाने दे तुम्हें। मन ना लगे एक तो ऊपर तो मुंह भी बस फुलाने।
Hello. Hello. Hello.
हेलो अस्सलाम वालेकुम सर।
अस्सलाम। आवाज आ रही मेरी? हेलो।
यस सर आ रही है।
आ रही? ओके।
यस सर आ रही है।
अभी
यस
तक
सर।
आप लोग लिख रहे थे नहीं आ रही। If I'm audible, then I will start. Okay. Now you can mute your mic. Okay, let's revise what we have learned till date. As you all know, C is a programming language that is used to write programs for solving our day-to-day problems. And about some history of C that I've already told you. C was invented to write Unix operating system, and itself is written in assembly language. It is a successor of a basic combined programming language, BCPL, and many different softwares like Linux OS, PHP, and MySQL are written in C. In 1988, the C was standardized by ANSI, American National Standards Institute. Features we have already discussed, as C is a robust language and has a rich set of built-in functions and operators. Programs written in C are efficient and fast. It is highly portable. Program once written in C can be run on other machines with minor or no modification. C has a rich collection of library functions, and we can create our own functions also. It is easily extensible. There are rules for defining identifiers, as we have discussed this also, that an identifier is a variable name which starts with either underscore or some alphabet, and the rest of the characters can be alphabet, underscore, or numeric digits or digits. Identifier names must be unique within the scope. For example, if you are defining a variable in main, then it cannot be reused for another purpose. Once a name is defined, like if you have declared a integer, say I, then you cannot declare it or redeclare it as float I or char I. The first character must be an alphabet. You cannot use keywords as identifiers. This is very important, that you cannot use keywords as identifiers. For example, integer, for defining integer, the int is the keyword, so we cannot use int as identifier name. And only first 31 characters are significant in the identifier name. As per ANSI standards, only first 31 characters. Although we generally do not use this much long variable names, but So I was telling about the rules for the identifiers. Only first 31 characters are significant in the identifier name, and the identifiers are case sensitive. So if an identifier declared with a small letter and one declared with capital letters, they are different. And identifier must not contain any special character or white space.
सर केस सेंसिटिव का मीनिंग क्या है?
There are some words in C which are reserved. There are some words which are reserved in C, and these reserved words are known as keywords or reserved words. These words cannot be used as identifiers, and the list is given here. These are auto, break, case, care, const, continue, default, do, double, else, enum, extern, float, for, go to, if, int, long, register. And so these are 32 keywords which you cannot use as identifier names. We have also described the operators in C. The C language supports many kind of operators. These can be categorized as arithmetic operators, relational operators, logical operators, assignment operators, increment and decrement operators, conditional operator, bitwise operator, and a special operator. Arithmetic operators, as you all know, these are plus, minus, multiplication, division, and modulo division. With all these four, you are already aware: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. The percent operator is used for modulo division. It returns the remainder of the division operation. The case sensitive means if you have declared a variable, for example, age, with all small letters, AGE, age, then it will be considered as a valid identifier name. And if you declare another variable with capital AGE, then it will be considered as a different variable name. Okay. Is it clear? The meaning of case sensitive?
No, sir.
Case, the letters, for example, we are writing something. Small letters are called small case, and capital letters are called uppercase. Okay. So if you are declaring a variable as int, say small I, then small I is one variable of type integer. And if you are declaring another variable char with capital I, then it will be considered as different. So small I and capital I are different. And similarly, with all other letters, small letter is different from capital letter. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So these are operators: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and the new operator is modulo operator. This is called remainder operator. It returns the remainder of division operation. When we divide x by y, then the remainder will be returned. And if x is fully divisible by y, then the remainder will be 0. For example, if you divide 8 by 2, then remainder must be 0. And if you divide 9 by 2, then remainder must be 1. Similarly, if you are dividing 13 by 4, then the remainder will be 1. Okay. Then there's another category of operators, relational operators. These operators define relation between two operands. For example, you are having two numbers, then they will compare the two numbers, whether the number is greater or lesser or equal. So these are called relational operators because they tell about relation between two numbers or two variables. And these operators can be used for numeric values only. For example, if x is greater than y or y is greater than x or x is greater than or equal to or less than equal to. So this is equality operator. It checks whether two numbers are equal or not. If they are equal, then it will return true. Otherwise false. Similarly, this is not equal. If x and y are not equal, then it will return true. Otherwise it will return false. This is greater than operator. If x is greater than y, then it will return true. Otherwise it will return false. And next is less than. If x is less than y, then it will return true. Otherwise false. This is greater than equal to. This greater than equal to will return true if x is greater than or equal to y. Otherwise it will return false. And the next is less than equal to. If x is less than or equal to, then it will return true. Otherwise it will return false. Relational operators, all of these operators return truth value of the operation and will return either true, non-zero value, and false, 0. Note this thing, that true means non-zero. Any number that is non-zero will be treated as true, and any number that is 0 will be treated as false. So whatever value these operators return, that will be either true or false. These are logical operators. Logical operators are used to combine the conditions. For example, AND operator, OR operator, and NOT operator. AND operator, it performs logical conjunction of two expressions. For example, we want to check whether x is divisible by 2 and x is divisible by 3. So we can write two conditions that x is divisible by 2. Divisibility ke liye we can use modulo operator. So if we write x percent 2 equals to 0, it means x is divisible by 2. And we want to check whether x is divisible by 2 as well as divisible by 3, then we can combine these two conditions with the AND operator. So both conditions will be tested, or the number of conditions that you join with AND operator, all conditions must be true for the whole condition to be true. Similarly with OR operator, if one condition is true, then it will return overall true. Otherwise it will return false if all the conditions are false. And NOT operator, it performs logical negation of an expression. These are bitwise operators. These are used to manipulate the data at bits level. So we can check or modify any bit of a given number. So we can shift the bit pattern of a number to left or right. We can complement all the bits. We can perform AND operation between two numbers bit by bit, or we can perform XOR or OR operation. So these are called bitwise operators. We have already studied all these operators in class. I'm again telling you. And these operators, bitwise operators, do not return logical values. They return exact values or numerical values. So if you are performing logical AND, then it will return either true or false. If you are performing bitwise AND or OR, then it will return the value. These are the assignment operators. Assignment operator is used to assign value of the right hand expression to the left hand variable. Is it clear? The assignment operators, the assignment operator is used to assign value of the right hand expression to the left hand variable. So it's always needed that on your left of the expression there must be a variable. You cannot have expression on your left hand. So this is the set of assignment operators. The first one is the simple assignment operator. It assigns the value of the right hand side value. Right hand value to the left side of the assignment operation. And these are the short for different operators. This is plus equal to add and then assign. These are called shorthand assignment operators. For example, plus equal to means x equals to x plus a. If we write x plus a, x plus equals to a, it means x equals to x plus a. Similarly, if we write x minus equals to 5, it means x equals to x minus 5. So these are called shorthand assignment operators. So all these are written here. Is it clear? These are all shorthand operators.
The result of expression to see as a collection of shorthand assignment operators. How can they send the videos?
Okay. And now the time is almost over for the meeting. The Zoom is allowing only about 40 minutes of meeting. So we'll stop here and we'll continue tomorrow. Okay, and if you have any problem, then
Okay,
please
sir.
tell me on the
Okay, sir.
WhatsApp group. Okay.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
अब बोल क्या कह रहा है